Hey gang, I am Tom. It is great to have you all joining me. As you can see, we're live. If we've not met before, I reach my hand out in warm virtual welcome to you. For those who are returning members, greetings. It's always great to have people who are already members and users of our programs come to these training sessions. Hey, before I get myself too far ahead, I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's show, masterworks.io, not .com, .io. So of course that website would be www.masterworks.io. You can join an exclusive community. I love this. Great opportunity. You can join an exclusive community of people who've started investing in art online and are making a fortune doing it. So again, big shout out to the sponsor of today's show, masterworks.io. Check out their website. There is something absolutely amazing going on, pardon me, in the world and the marketplace today for us to be able to get returns, have a better lifestyle. I just was having a conversation with a gal that I know pretty well at one of the shipping places I go to, you know, the postal shipping stuff. And she is, I think, 23. And I was chatting with her about all the different ways that people are able to make money now, not just masterworks.io, but using Turo to rent your own car out. Obviously, Airbnb, a lot of people know about this. Fantastic opportunities, Uber, Lyft, whether you love it or hate it. I said to her that we live in a world now that is totally different than when I was 24 years old. There was no way for you or I to go outside the box and find ways that were easy, effective, and didn't make a big drain on your life and time to earn some extra money. So, pardon me, we're living in a golden era now, as far as I can tell. Great opportunities for everybody all the way around. And two thumbs up. I only have one now, but two thumbs up to the sponsor of our show for making that amazing opportunity, which only used to be available to the rich and wealthy, now democratized art investing available to us all. As I said, I am Tom, the CEO, as you probably know, of Cash Flow Experts, the co-founder of the Small Business Funding Network. And as you may have heard, we have a wildly popular program that can become very profitable for you, which helps people sell their old Corp or LLC for top dollar to the secondary market of foreign investors who want these kind of US businesses. When COVID hit, there became a huge turning in the world in the marketplace. Zero, interest rates all over the world, down to zero. Places like Japan, actually negative interest rates for a while. This created an amazing opportunity, which is gaining momentum still and is a huge thing that I think that we all should know about and you should be able to take advantage of. And we as a 18-year-old company can help you do that. So I didn't get into the huge biography channel version of my background, the history of our companies. We've been around for a long time. I have helped spread the word and been a featured keynote speaker from coast to coast, New York to Los Angeles, Real Wealth Expos, Rich Dad Poor Dad shows, more Real Estate Investor Association meetings as a presenter than I can count or even knew there was such a thing as RIAs in all those different cities. So we've got some great background to be able to, as we have for literally millions of people, be able to help you do some amazing things. So as I said, this is a program, as you can see, that can also help you create a new business name, fund it with cash, and fill it with income so that you can either keep it or flip it to the database of investors that we have who are now willing to pay huge amounts of money, gold or Bitcoin. So you can take your profits in any denomination you want, US-based dollars, gold, certificates, obviously, or Bitcoin easily transferred through the Ethernet. For these kind of US-based assets, when they go up for sale, which I will show you all the details of how to use what you already may have that's sitting in a cupboard not being used, how to use what you are functionally working with but not to its full effect, or how to create something brand new. Even if you have, as I said, a totally defunct LLC or Corp It can be dusted. I don't have my duster. I don't even own a duster. I wish I did. Then I could show you. It would be something that you could dust off and sell for big money. Or, as I just said, we can file a new corporate name for you to sell off in the next 90 days. Very good strategy for generating return, income, cash opportunities. The name of, as you can see, the best-selling program is called, ta-da, drum roll, Flip a Corp, or Flip a Corporation. Now, before I get started going into that, I got some great slides for everybody today that I'm going to cover all the details of it. This was meant to be like a Q&A reply type of opportunity. Obviously, we've got the full website that is already developed, available, and ready. We've had a lot of great people that have enrolled in the program already. So this is meant as a addition to that already created content on the regular website that has the opportunity for you to enroll in this program. This is a way for us to answer directly and help people understand to its full effect what you can do and how you can benefit from this program. As before I get started, pardon me, as I usually say on these kinds of programs, these training shows, these Zoom webinars, past performance obviously is no guarantee of future results. Nothing that we say, we're going to cover a lot of great information, a lot of ahas. Nothing that we say here today can be taken by you as legal, tax, business, or accounting advice. Obviously, I'm not a licensed legal, tax, business, or accounting advisor. Most importantly, I'm not your advisor. Pardon me, I don't know specifically what your situation is, what your goals are, what type of business you're in, what state you're in. Obviously, things in different jurisdictions are always different situations. So always do your own research, get your own counsel that does know exactly where you're at, what your goals are, what your situation is. The great thing about these programs is that when you enroll in them, then we can get on the phone with you. Then we can drill deep into finding out exactly what it is you're trying to do and what conceivably the best means of achieving that would be in your unique circumstances, situation, the state you live, the tax bracket you're in, all of those kind of important things. Okay, now let's go over the meat and potatoes of this Flip a Corp program. Here are the 3 most common uses for this full service. This is a not do it yourself. This is a not, hey, we got some great courses, digital and physical, but this is not us send you a program in the mail or zip file it to you, and then you struggle to have to figure out how to implement these kinds of things. We used to call that, in the old days, in the seminar business, we used to call that shelf help. The saying was, that there was a big market for self-help. Well, don't let self-help turn into shelf-help where you get a program in the mail, you put it up on your shelf, and then you never dust it off, take it down, use it again. This is meant to be implemented with you and for you as a full service program. So very effective because it's used that way. Here are the 3 most common uses of this full service that we offer that can set you up to make a lot of money from what our company can help you put in place. Okay, I'm going to go through all of these point by point for you to get into as much detail as possible. The quick Cliff Note version of it, A is, hey, use this program, as I've talked to many of our members who are doing that, sell an old defunct corporation or LLC for cash. Okay, so I've talked to a lot of people already through the introductory release of this program who have something like an old LLC in their home state. They haven't kept up with it. They haven't made the annual renewal payments to the state, whatever those small inconsequential payments might be. They still need to be made to keep it up in compliance. They haven't filed the corporate minutes that are a legal requirement to keep the thing up and running and flush on a yearly basis, listing out, what changes have been made, what agreements have been made. Did you have a annual meeting, which, by the way, through this program, you can take a vacation as an all expense paid annual meeting once a year for your business, for your corporate, to discuss, pardon me, what its upcoming goals, plans, and terms are. So you can literally use this program to sell something that you find no value in whatsoever at this point because you've let it go. It's out of compliance. It's not, as far as even functional. Or You can use it even if it is out of whack and out of date. I can show you ways to use it to get funding now that can then be directed into your account. So all is not lost. There is tremendous value, even if you have something you think is old and worthless and haven't really looked at or thought about. B is a lot of people I talk to, they have a current functioning business. It's all good, all up to date, all run, but it's not maximized, okay? You're not using it to get the full amount of funding that is available to you because you don't have access to our sources or our know-how, our little secret sauce techniques, and you're not using it to generate the kind of passive income that is now so easy to create through all of these different online sources. I'm going to go through in a moment when I talk about the most common questions. I'm going to go through print on demand, t-shirts, coffee mugs, things like you see I'm wearing one of these print on demand bracelets where you have inspirational sayings put on. A lot of these are done for fundraisers, done for making profits. And of course, as I already showed you, the ability to have you collect money from and make profits from many of our best-selling products, not physical, but digitally delivered to people who are working with us, who we set up as an affiliate. So I can show you all of the ins and outs in the Q&A portion of this program, or see my favorite, the biggest moneymaker of all, and that is start a new corporation or LLC. You've heard of shelf corps, right? This is similar to that. Start a new corp for the sole purpose of what? Flipping it for a quick cash profit, or as I said, you can get paid directly in gold or Bitcoin, which then means as the value of gold and Bitcoin keep rising, which they are right now, they're screaming higher, you make even more than the initial sale price when you sold your asset, your corporation, your LLC, your business holdings, your stream of revenue, whatever the case may be. So that was the quick version of what each of these. So what was that? That was the many ways that you can use this Flip a Corp program directly for you to benefit yourself, for you to make more income, for you to get more funding, or for you to have an asset built up, which you then, if you want to, can sell off through the process that we have as a matchmaking service. So people literally are falling all over themselves to get access to these kinds of things that we're describing to you that you may already have, we can tweak, or that can be built from scratch, put in place directly with the idea of transferring that for sale in the not too distant future, in the next 90 days, for you to cash in on. So the A portion of this program is, as I've already said, if you have an old corp or LLC, maybe you filed it years ago in your home state and you never did anything with it. Know a lot of people like that. In the past history, I've done that exact kind of thing. Well, it still has value. If it has not been kept up with and it is out of favor, it still has a tremendous value if we help you dust it off and position it the right way. That's what this program is intended to do. Did you know that even if you've never kept up on the annual corporate minutes required for your old business and fell behind on the yearly state fees your corp was supposed to pay, that's one of the requirements of keeping up with it, you can still potentially use it for a big gain right now through the use of this program and our expertise. Here is what we can help you do with an old defunct corp you already have. I don't know if defunct is the right word, but that was the best word with the most zing that conveyed the conveyed the meaning. A hibernating corporation, a slumbering LLC, a defunct business name that you haven't kept up with as necessary to keep it fully running in compliance. Okay, you can list it for sale, even an old defunct slumbering, whatever the right term is, you can list it for sale as is. Now, as I said to the gentleman on the phone the other day that I was doing a private one-on-one call with, you won't get top dollar for it if it's completely out of whack, since it's behind on its dues, but you can still list it for sale for thousands of dollars and let the investor who buys it bring it up to current compliance. So yes, we know it is possible to reinstate that kind of thing by making up those arrears payments. You don't want to do it, you can allow the next person who wants to take it over, because it's still a good US-based asset. You can allow them in the transfer process, they'll do it themselves. Okay. So you can do that, or we can help you use the federal employer ID number, commonly called the FEN. Most people shorten that to EIN. So the slang that you hear most often is, I got my EIN. Now, did you wonder when you initially got it, when you set up this business entity, why that number looks so much like a person's individual social security number? Because it can be used in exactly that way. And in this process, we'll show you how to capitalize to the fullest extent, even if it's old and defunct, ways that you can utilize that to draw off funding, cash, capital, using the old EIN and directly deposit it into one of your accounts for any business purpose that you have. So another great use of the many of the way that this program can dramatically benefit you. So if you're, so as I said, we can help you use the federal employer ID number that your old Corp has to get access to business funding and draw cash out of your old business this way. Even if the Corp is old and out of whack, you can still use that original setup that it had. And the EIN, it was first given to access funding in the name of your old business. We'll walk you through all of the possibilities of ways that you can do that. So as you can see now, something that you thought was completely worthless, you didn't think about, had no value, now you see there are many ways you can tweak it so it has tremendous value for a lot of people, and you might be one of those people. So whether you keep your old business or sell it, there's a lot that we can help you do with it to make money. You went through the trouble in the process. It was all legally done right and compliant in the beginning, and now it may have fallen behind or fallen out of favor. Irregardless, and I know that's not the right word, it can be utilized in a lot of different ways to make value for you, get funding for you, ultimately make a profit for you if you choose to go that route. Now, the B part of the best way to use this program to enhance yourself is if you have a current business, it's all up to date. In this program, we can help you structure it properly for full tax savings that are available to you. So not a lot of people are doing this in a way that they are paid the least amount, and in many cases, no taxes at all is possible through the proper structuring and the designation, as I said, of the ways that you do this. I mean, taking a $900 all expense paid vacation and coding that legitimately as an annual business meeting, as long as you follow the procedures, which are to talk a little bit about what the business goals are. This is tax-free income to you. Okay, so there are many ways, techniques, and tips that can be provided to you that can utilize a corporation exactly as all other corporate entities, whether they be Fortune 500 or you're running yours out of a garage or a spare bedroom. It's a corporation. It's a business entity. That's a fancy way for saying it's a registered business name. There's lots of power and profit potential for you when you know what the methods are. So we can help you with that. We can help you get up to $1 million in business funding. It can be used for any business purpose. And we can go about setting your business up to start earning money that would directly be deposited into cash accounts that you own and control. We do that through online sales for your business in a variety of ways. Again, I said I'm going to go through those that have proven to be very effective at making you money without you having to buy or create anything to sell yourself. I just had a private call yesterday with a gentleman worked for the state of Illinois, he said, and he wanted me to break down for him in granular detail exactly how these things generate income, revenue for a business that maybe is slumbering, maybe has been dormant, maybe hasn't taken advantage of that. So that was really revolutionary to him and eye-opening to him, the fact that yes, you can profit from not just affiliate networks, but print on demand kinds of things. I'll even show you an opportunity that we plug our members into, where estate sales provide tremendous numbers of profitable items that are sold online and generate consistent, really substantial income to people who know about these techniques. Okay, so again, whether you want to keep your current business for the cash flow or sell it for an immediate windfall profit, these services that we can help do for you are very valuable. We can sell this kind of a seasoned business. You've had it for a while, okay, for a lot more than an old defunct one. So this may prove attractive to you through the business buyers that we can connect you with. So again, on the next page that I'll direct you to in a moment, where you have access to enroll in this program, it explains there, we operate exactly as a matchmaking service, putting together the people who have the assets that we've obviously helped strengthen, create, or whatever the case may be, with the people who are the hungry fish in a feeding frenzy trying to buy these American-based assets because they have become so powerful and valuable to people in all other countries all over the world, with negative rates, with problems with their interest, with issues with the currency. That is why this is now what is the world's reserve currency? It's not a secret, it's the US dollar. So these businesses backed by that can then translate tremendous value. And as I said, you can get paid when you sell out in the form of Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, gold certificates, whatever your case might be. C, okay, let's go on. So you get this. B is we can add on to what you already have that's already functional, already compliant, already running. And then when you see all of those good benefits, you can decide you want to keep it and keep all those things, or do you want to cash out now and sell it for a multiple of whatever the future earnings would be. That is what the stock market is. The stock market in selling stocks is discounting the future value of the profits that that business is projected to make for a fixed dollar amount now. What did Wimpy say? Give me a hamburger now and I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday. That's kind of what the stock market is. And that's kind of what you selling a productive, profitable business today, you know it's going to make money in the future, but you'd rather take a buyout, a cash out now, so you can go on and do whatever, something different, whatever you want to with that money. C, finally, the third way, and by far the most profitable way, to use this Flip a Corp business service is to hire a company to set up a new LLC for you from scratch. So it doesn't exist yet. We do it completely out of the box, completely from scratch, that can then be listed for sale for the highest possible resale price, upwards of, as we said at the start of the show, $45,000. So you can see, so I hope through this demonstration, you know, the reply to the common questions I get, you can see that if you go to sell what you have that is old and out of compliance, you can list that kind of corporation for $5,000 to $10,000. Okay, it's money. Okay, or if you list for sale a business that you have that is all current and running properly, you could get $25,000 for that kind of resale business. Or if you have our company set everything up in the perfectly right way, straight from scratch, nobody has been in it, you know, and touched it or messed with it before, you can get upwards in that scenario of $45,000 for that kind of corporate LLC in the secondary market when sold to foreign investors that we have in our database. When you have a brand new out-of-state LLC set up for you, it will be domiciled in the most protective place, incorporated, the most protective place with very low taxes and for very low taxes for some type of income and no taxes at all for other types of income. We can then go to work to help fund your newly created corp with up to $1 million in cash-based funding, and we can put all the online income sources in place for this business to earn income, commissions, overrides, and referral-based profits. So there's more than one way that these businesses can make money, collect money, draw money, and we will give you access to the full cornucopia of all of the methods, which you see. A lot of people say, Tom, what would my business do? I say to them, look at what I send you. Look at the emails. Look at the marketing messages that we send out to you on a regular daily basis. Your business will and can perform in exactly those same ways. All of the different ways that you see income generated, money being made, all of those can be put in place for you, especially if we start from scratch as a brand new business creation. When you have all those things done properly for you to create a new business as a US-based corporate LLC, it becomes very valuable to you or to the next buyer in the secondary market. You can also own it and benefit from it wherever you live, as can any foreign investor who may want to buy it from you. So it doesn't matter where you live. You can own it, operate it, even though it's domiciled in a different state than you're in or even doing business in. That's the point. That is the point of corporate setup and the right structure. You've maybe heard that Delaware has more C Corps formed as domiciled in the state of Delaware than it even has population of people living there. That it's your right to pick and choose the state that has the best deal, the best terms, the best protections for you, the best case law over the years. That is what we've done for people with these normal and simple business entities that we want to create for you, develop for you, make available to you to profit from, or to flip and sell as a transfer of an asset to somebody in the secondary market. So just to recap, we covered a lot of things. Okay, just to recap everything that we've talked about. And as I said, if you want to take advantage of this amazing opportunity, I strongly suggest you go immediately. If you're watching me on the Zoom show, which most of you are, you can type in your browser, open up a new browser and type in www.tomsbestdeal.com, tomsbestdeal.com. Obviously, I sent out emails earlier that had also a direct link to the website that has the Flip a Corp program. You can go back in your email feed, you can pick one of those, or as I said, for those of you who are watching on the live Zoom feed, there are a lot of different ways that you can consume this content. The easiest way for those of you on Zoom is to type it in your browser, tomsbestdeal.com, tomsbestdeal.com. If you are watching on a different platform like YouTube, you can probably click the Order Now link that is right beside the video screen, or on other platforms. There are many ways people consume this content. Click the links below the video screen. So whether you need to type in your browser, www.tomsbestdeal.com, or on YouTube, click the order link beside the video screen, or on other platforms, click the links below the video screen. Do that as you need to, as you find most appropriate. The easiest way for you to immediately take advantage, not be shut out of this program, is to type it in your browser. Go to www.tomsbestdeal.com. Okay, so amazing opportunity. Here is a recap. Okay, we covered a lot of information, right? Because it's a very valuable program with a lot of moving parts in it that we do for you, and we can help you increase and grow. So to recap, pardon me, everything that we covered, here's the simple way to look at this service and what you get when you order our program. One of our main focuses in this kind of business development program is setting up things right to make them compliant, structuring it for the lowest tax possible, no tax in some situations, funding to its fullest extent possible. I have rarely yet met the person who has utilized what we know how to do to get the most amount of funding in their business name possible. And a lot of people say, oh, Tom, that's not enough. I need more. Go through the program. You can rinse and repeat. You can do these things over and over and over again to generate more, 5 times, 10 times more funding than the initial amount that you might get in the first week. Okay, so this is not the end of the amount of funding. As I said, I've been in this industry for 18 years, and I'm continually able to get access to more new, better preferred funding sources as time goes on, to add to what I already had in the past and grow that pool of available funding for a single entity, for a single corporation or business, to an ever larger and larger level. So funding to its fullest extent possible and driving income to a business listed in your name. That is the beauty of the things that we've learned to do over the last 18 years. Boy, I wish I knew then when I started what I know now, but good news for you, you don't have to go through the trial and error and the wasted expenses that we have had as a huge corporation over the last 18 years. You can jump in to the front of the queue at the head of the line and avoid all of that stuff that we went through, because you're working with people that conquered it, overcame it, spent their own money in product testing and development, and now have a streamlined system for you immediately to plug into and prosper from. So when you enroll, in our Flip a Corp program before today's midnight deadline, you can get everything that I've described, plus the chance to sell your business if you want to. Many people will say, aha, I now see, like I've seen the light, I see how productive this can be, and I want to keep it and hang on to it for that years and years and years worth of productive cash that it can now make and generate from me, and more business funding that can be accrued to my business name now that I'm set up. Literally, one of the things that made my fame in the very beginning, many years ago, was in showing people that in doing this the right way, you will receive unsolicited offers for funding. Please, they say, take our funding. Everybody in any kind of structure is looking for new customers, new clients, and business credit lenders are no different. So as I said in the beginning, one of the things that catapulted me to the top of the chart, so to speak, in the front of the stage, to be able to spread this message was in showing people the structuring that you can do for a business name, for a business entity, for a simple LLC that gets people beating a path to your door, I should say, and offering you the best terms, the best rates, the best deals, more funding. That's what this kind of program will plug you into. We can also help you drive traffic to what your business sells. More on that in a minute. Create accounts for you to directly collect money in. I go through all of this on other training portals that I do. Develop products for your business to profit from exclusively. If you want to follow me and go down that road, it is by and far the most lucrative way. Please get started in the beginning. Get started with print on demand. Get started with digital products. Get started with the kind of direct ship stuff that I can show you is available to you through our reps that go out to estate sales and find stuff for pennies, literally a nickel for something that's worth $50. People don't know. Please do all of those things. And then once your business is making money, let's have a conversation about how intellectual property is created in the name of your business that you would have exclusive rights to sell. That's the big money and really is a game changer. And we can get you premium buyers leads that you would own and control, which obviously is one of the most valuable methods that we've pioneered, that we use, that we turn our customers onto and help set up the business owners that we work with. So an amazing opportunity for you to take advantage of this Flip a Corp program. All you need to do is type in your browser. If you're on Zoom with me right now, go to www.tomsbestdeal.com, tomsbestdeal.com. And we are giving you, as you will see on the next website, a huge discount right now, but the offer expires. The bonuses expire. My personal capacity to work directly with each of the people who enroll in this program is limited. I have a limited amount of time. My staff has a limited number of people on site. The offer will expire and close at midnight Pacific time. Those of you on the East Coast, that gives you a couple extra hours because we are a West Coast company in the Pacific time zone. So enroll for the discount, the bonuses, and my personal attention through this entire process right here, right now. If you're on YouTube, click the blue order link that's beside the video feed. If you are on some other platform, perhaps the order links are below the video screen. Or as I say, if you're watching me on Zoom, you just have to open a browser and type it in www.tomsbestdeal.com. Here's my advice and answers to some of the questions that I've gotten about this Flip a Corp program. As I said, enroll right now. You are going to be severely disappointed if at some time in the future you are denied access to this kind of program. And as I've said on other shows that we've had, I overhear in the call center, I overhear members calling in to try and resurrect some sale price from some old opportunity that they saw a couple of weeks ago. It's gone. It's not available. There's nothing you can do by phone or email to get access to something when it is sold out and when that price reverts to a much higher retail valuation than the sale was offered. So we only have a few of these packages left. As I said, I'm currently working with some great people who already took the smart decision to enroll. Just a few more spots remain available, and midnight tonight will be the final cutoff time when we will suspend sales, and that's it. We'll be sold out. In this program, as I've said, I'll be your personal contact to do the entire process. You will not be handed off to some subordinate or hourly employee of my staff. Only management will be assigned to help you set this up and I will be your personal guide on the phone to get you dialed into the best possible way to maximize the value of this program. Now, I said, we have had some great questions. The most common questions I've seen recently about this program are these. How do I get paid? Of course, that's the best question anybody could possibly ask. How do you get paid? As I've said, as I've indicated through the training process, you can have US dollars, direct wire transfer. You can have cash wired to you. You can be paid in cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin is a very popular way people to get paid. Why? Why would you want to do it? Well, the speed of the transaction, and you can then be sitting on an asset, Bitcoin, in exchange for a business that you want to get rid of, and that Bitcoin asset could literally double in the matter of a few weeks or months, as we've already seen it do before. Folks, I'm not a great chart reader in terms of technical analysis, but I do know that when a high watermark has been reached in a stock or in a cryptocurrency, the likelihood is almost 100% that it will retrace back up to that level. That means that you could see an additional gain in every Bitcoin of tens of thousands of more dollars if that's how you choose to get paid for any transaction that you're doing. And of course, as I've said, some people are gold bugs. I have gold. I love gold. Maybe you want to get paid in the form of gold instead of US dollars, which are a depreciating asset, or cryptocurrency, which has a lot of volatility. Gold just is on a massive bull run and rise. So that's how you get paid. Second question, how long is the escrow process? Great question. It is very fast. Okay, so the escrow process, as we have said, probably takes a matter of only a couple weeks. If you choose to get paid digitally, that even speeds the process up more, so you can get paid as quickly as possible. What happens to the funding is a question. What happens to the funding I already got if I end up selling my business through this Flip a Corp program? Great. I'm glad somebody asked that. Okay. You can keep any funding that you already have taken out in the use of this program, even if at a future time you want to sell the business entity, the corporation, outright. So that funding that you may find very useful and valuable can stay and be retained by you, even in the ultimate future transfer of that business asset. And for fourth question, last but not least, where exactly does the income come from that the business can make when we set this up for you online? I teased and previewed that I wanted to show you some of my most exciting part of this kind of process, to open people's eyes to what is available to you make money on the internet. I know it was a big revelation to me. I originally came from the construction industry. I was a state licensed general contractor for many years, landscape design build firm. We did all kinds of maintenance work on homes and commercial buildings. So I loved the transition from a dangerous, hard job into a business and a company that is so much more scalable, so much easier for you to participate in. So how do you make money through the construction of the passive sources of income that my business can set up for any of you in your business name? Well, I already said print on demand. Okay, this is one of the t-shirts that has sold very, very well over the years. Teespring. Teespring is a place where you don't buy it, you don't warehouse it. You can easily have our staff swap out images on shirts and people print them, and the same thing with mugs. This is a print-on-demand mug. You can get your kids' artwork printed on a mug, as I did with my daughter's picture from a couple of years ago. You can have cute, clever expressions and sayings. You can have your spouse's or your partner's cutie nickname put on a mug. One-off things that could never be done before now are available to make tens of thousands of dollars in sales, of which you get to keep a nice large chunk as the affiliate who is promoting these kinds of print-on-demand items. So yes, we can set this up. We already have all the artwork designed, or the customer designs the art themselves. Can it get any better or easier than that? Something that has really, literally, ultimately a cost of $1 can be sold for over $24 online because of the customization feature, and you don't do any of the design work. So print on demand, one of my favorite ways to make profit ourselves and to set up our customers. I already brought this out once. This is one of our best-selling cornerstone flagstone products that we make available to people as an affiliates, which we would set you up as, so that it is digitally sold, digitally delivered, no shipping, no hassle, no headache, and you make 50% of all the proceeds of the sale price of these kinds of items. And we have a dozen bestsellers like this that we help our business owner clients who want to make passive income get set up with traffic, with content pages to be able to take advantage of. As I said, print on demand goes beyond t-shirts and mugs. You can have these cool inspiration bracelets sold for top dollar as a print on demand item, or you can print them up at super pennies rate and sell them for $7 each. This is one of my favorite. Well, before I get to this, okay, as I said, we go to estate sales. I have a team of reps all over the country that go to estate sales, and they find things that are literally being given away pennies on the dollar, things that are a nickel that are worth $15, things that are $1 conceivably that are worth $20 or $25. Here is an example. These are old coins. Hear that? These are old silver $50 coins. They're called Ben Franklins. They're Franklin halves. You see that? Old. The back of it's my favorite. Got the Liberty Bell. A lot of people don't know this. I actually went to college in Philadelphia. So guess what? Guess what university I went to? I went to Temple. Freshman Journalist of the Year was the award that they gave me, which was a great, great honor. So these are beautiful, collectible, very old, and valuable for, if nothing more than the silver, the metallic value, the precious metal in the coin. We're picking these up at estate sales every weekend, and we're able to sell them online for huge markups. You can participate in that. If gold is more your thing, here is a collector's item that is easily sold online and profited from. It is literally a gold-plated $100,000 bill. It's real. The U.S. really did originally have a $100,000 bill. I believe that's Woodrow Wilson on there. This is what I was showing you a second ago. Let me bring it up now. I am a jazz head. I certainly don't know enough about it to be a connoisseur, but my mother taught me as much as she could. This is a incredibly valuable Smithsonian. It's an example of LPs, vinyl LPs. Remember those? These are available every single weekend of the year at estate sales for pennies, 5 cents for something like this that has a value of $50. It's not just one vinyl. They're inside of it. It's thick. There's 5 or 6 of them. This is sold online every single day for $15 or more. Okay, so these are the things that are tangible, physical items, as well as digital items that we can set you up to profit from as an online passive income business owner. Another one of my favorites are actual landscape photography that is printed and sold to collectors and connoisseurs. This is Delicate Arch in Utah's Arches National Parks. This is the Trinity Alps in gorgeous Northern California. So there are many ways and opportunities for us and to help you to have a business totally passively generating profits using this internet thing, this great invention and endeavor that has been around for a long time, yet we still are just scratching the surface. I've read studies that say that we still are transacting less than 20% of all commerce, all commercial things online, which means there's still huge room for growth for those that know, that plug into, that tap into this opportunity. I want to help you with all this. In this program, we can set it up to help you with all of these things, resurrecting what you already have that's broken, that isn't really working for you, tuning up the thing that you have that is actually functional but could do a lot better, or creating something brand new that then goes out into the market at a huge upside resale value. That is what this program can do, helping you make passive income, getting all of your ducks in a row. Get enrolled in the program. You will see the full website that has the complete listing of everything, even much more than I've talked about today, because this was intended just to be a Q&A session. Go and get enrolled in the program before the deadline, midnight tonight. Type it in your browser. Go to tomsbestdeal.com, tomsbestdeal.com, www.tomsbestdeal.com, typed in your browser. Or if you're on YouTube, click the blue link beside the video screen. That will take you to the same webpage. Or depending on the platform that you consume your content, perhaps the links to enroll are below the video screen. However you do it, please get enrolled in this program so we can help you do so many valuable and powerful things, and we will start a long-term relationship. I am gratified to talk to and know that we have people that are 10 years clients and members and repeat buyers of our program. That to me tells me the most I need to know that we are doing something right in this community, in this marketplace, to help people because they come back again and again and again. So we want to start a relationship with you. We want to help you as a long-term provider of all these kinds of things. A lot of our business comes to us from referrals. So the more we do to help you, the more things we tap you into, the better it has turned out to be for us over the years. We want to keep that a win-win situation, pay it forward, whatever the right terminology is. We want to help you. Go get enrolled in the program immediately. Go type in your browser. Go to www.tomsbestdeal.com. Do it immediately. Do it now. We are going to sell out. Midnight is the deadline. Or on YouTube, click the order link right beside the video screen, that blue accentuated link beside the video screen. If you're on YouTube, click that beside the screen, or depending on other browsers, you may need to go below the video screen to click to enroll in this great program. That's it. Wow, I went way over my time. I thought this was going to be the shortest. I thought this was going to be the shortest presentation of the month, and I have gone way over my time because, as you can see, I think I'm very passionate and interested in and really enjoy this business world, the connecting with the community, the relationships that I've built for many, many years with people that we've helped. And it all comes around, goes around, and helps us to grow as well. So take care, everybody. Look forward to talking to you all again soon. Ciao.